Hello everybody. I am Tara. Hi my crew. How are you guys doing? I came to bring you guys a video before the evening was over. I hope everyone had a blessed Sunday. Hope everyone's day was prosperous. As I always say, I was debating whether to come or not, you guys. My face is like caving. My allergies are bad. The pollen is bad. I think everything is bad here. And it's only gonna get worse. But I did wanna do a small energy reading. Yesterday, I did a reading and I pulled from this deck here. And I read one card, but I had to rush off and go to work. And that card was devotion. But from this deck, I end up pulling the pond and endurance. So I wanted to read what the pond meant for this deck. Okay, so the pond is looking inward. Inspiration. And it can also mean uncertainty. And I think that's what a lot of us are doing, is looking inward and finding your own inspiration throughout life, whatever it may be. Endurance, staying with pain, avoiding pain, patience. I cannot pronounce her last name and I don't want to chop it up, but Anna Akhmatova was celebrated during and beyond her lifetime for her lyric, melancholy poetry. As Russia fell under Stalin, Akhmatova, I can't get it. Let's just say Anna. And her circle of artists and intellectuals were persecuted for their work. Her son was imprisoned and sent to labor camps, and her husband was executed. Anna's most famous poem was The Requiem. It's her boldest attempt at capturing the Stalinist terror. So when I got this deck, the gentleman that helped me at the store, he knew me from previous on a couple more that I bought. So I asked him what would be a good deck for me that I would consider dark. And he gave me this one. And I like it because I always say everybody have another side to them. Everyone has a light and a dark, and I know that. So when I pull and read from these, it reminds me so much of how so many artists had a hard life. They had testimonies to tell. They have a story to tell. Nothing came easy for them. Nothing. A lot of them died poor. A lot of them lived a lavish life, but was still unhappy or miserable in some type of way. So that's why I like this deck. It's a little different. Each one has a story. Let's put it that way. So, as usual, we're going to start off with the blessed deck. I don't know how many I will pull from this deck, but whatever I feel guided to pull. The energy for today was very peaceful, serene, very restful, very restful. Peaceful. And I hope everyone else's was as well. So let's see what we have here. Let's see what we can pull from here from the energy. It seems like it's a lot. We got money. Money. What we got? Travel. All my finances are in divine order. Love itself knows my needs and is the source for all. I needn't cling to gain or fear loss. Every need will be met through offering all to the divine. Travel. Let every aspect of this trip unfold in harmony. May divine order arrange and handle every detail. I'll be guided easily and follow the leads as they are shown. Okay. That sounds good. Confidence. Divine confidence is completely different from the bravado of ego. You make space for something larger to take hold. Please fill me with your confidence, O love. Grant me the courage I never knew I had. That's all we can wish for. Money, travel, and confidence. One more. Okay, one more. Sanctuary. Sanctuary resides in you no matter what is happening. This inner temple beckons you to enter. Take a deep breath, enter, and sit down on the throne of your own heart. Now, how about that? I like this. I like it. Some may be traveling. For work. Or home. It could be your sanctuary you're going to. But confidence, you're confident about it. This has to do with money. Money. Let's see where it's going to guide us. Let's see. Pull from here. I want to get a deeper story. I want to get a deeper detail. I said it was going to be a small one. I haven't eaten. But this is the best time to do it. A lot of the readings I've done have been strictly love-related, relationship-based. Let's see what we have tonight. Got it again. I remember. Soul plane, the fated life versus the destiny life. Well, tonight, it falls under money. So tonight, this falls under money. Maybe something you're doing and you remember doing it. The time is here. Soul plane. This may have something to do with your journey, your spiritual walk, journey, money. Jump in under the bottom of the deck. Andromedan energy, adventure. Say yes to the change. I got a fortune cookie the other day that I opened up and it said, what did I do with it? It actually said about something pertaining to you're about to enjoy an adventure. Travel is here. Messenger. Serious energy. Bringing harmony and balance. And loosen your grip. So messenger falls under travel. And under confidence falls. Loosen your grip falls under confidence. Okay. Coping mechanisms. Density. Addiction. Let God in. Confidence. Okay. What do we have for sanctuary? Loosen the grip. Confident. I don't think you're confident at this point. Confidence is over the top. Oh, wow. I'm sorry. Falls under sanctuary. I'm sorry, defenselessness, righting past wrongs, uprooting. Sanctuary resides inside you no matter what is happening. The inner temple beckons. Take a sit down on your throne. Like that person taking a seat on the knees. On the throne. The root of it all. Sanctuary. Okay. These are roots growing out of here. Okay. Someone is traveling. I see negativity. Got my hands, got my heart as we open up this reading. Guide me through it. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right, money, travel, confidence, sanctuary. I remember. This is work. I have delusion in reverse. Money. I remember. Delusion in reverse. Delusion is in reverse. Delusion is in reverse because this person does remember. They remember. They remember everything. There's no... what is it? The word I'm looking for, the correct word. Well, here we go. There's no delusion. No, there's no delusion. When a person has gone through these experiences, they've lived it. They've lived it. They're not psyching themselves out. There she go. They're not psyching themselves out. They're not delusional. They know exactly what happened in their life. They lived it. The high priestess falls under messenger. Travel. Someone's going to travel. That strength card fell out first. Under confidence, loosen your grip, strength. Sanctuary, I'm sorry. The Emperor. This image here, I don't know how clear it is on camera here, but with me looking at it, this is an image of a woman on bended knee with her hands over an open body of water. And beings above her head, as for it seems as they're from an angelic realm. And she's praying into this body of water. And this card is so representative of what is going on. I remember soul plane, fated life versus the destiny life. That is a part of that life that's fated. And they remember. So they can't be told anything different of their knowings because they lived through it. Truthfully, they did. This delusion card is in reverse. In reverse, delusion. Travel, messenger, high priestess. This high priestess is traveling as a messenger. It may not be necessary by boat, plane, train. It could be just as what we're doing now online. That's traveling. Air. She knows what happened. And she's a messenger here to bring it. Confidence. Loosen your grip. Strength. There's an emperor here saying, I'm sorry. What we have? What we have the emperor here? Okay, equilibrium. Somebody's in devil's play and they're dull. Devil's play is here. Somebody's blocking equilibrium. Dullness. Stagnation. Balance block. Passion in reverse. Confusion. But it's in reverse. Somebody's blocking themselves from growth. Someone is blocking themselves from their growth. They are. There's secrets, that's why. And they've been creative. Mastering it. Yep. They've been creative. Mastering these secrets. They're blocking their own growth. Hermit is here. The Hierophant is here upright. The Death card is here upright. There'll be a beginning and an end. That's a redo. It's a restart. Hangman came out just like this, upside down. There's an ending and a beginning. There's endings and beginnings, and someone is restarting. Someone has been illuminated. Someone's rerouting. Yep, nowhere is here. There's been some endings. There's some beginnings. There'll be new beginnings to money and fortune. There'll be new beginnings just fortune, period. Life. There'll be a death to a lot of things. Brilliance is here. Someone's going to restart. Once they loosen the grip, they'll start. There's love. They have to loosen the grip. They have to loosen the grip. Well, I say I'm sorry card here. Put the Emperor up under it. Emperor wants commencement. Synthesis. Feelings are in reverse. Empress is here. Sun in reverse. Integrity upright. The universe upright. Fear in reverse. Someone's... What? Excess in reverse. Somebody sees what's going on. But they're narrow-minded. That's why they're unhappy. Somebody needs integrity. Their ecstasy, everything is upside down. Fear is here. Art is in reverse on top of the death card. Somebody's trying to restart their life. But why? Why? That's what I want to know. Why would someone have to be put through all these blockages and have to restart? I don't know what was done. What was done. Integrity. The intellect is where I split the deck. Integrity. Solitude. Integrity is here. Empress. Rejoicer. Someone's narrow-minded. And why does it always have to be trauma? Why does it have to be behind some love? If it's so much love and all that, why people can't just get along and focus? Why is love? Love falls out upright, a narrowness over here. I don't understand, but someone can see it. Someone can definitely see it, but their sun is in reverse. Somebody's not happy. What do we have? What was done? Why are my cards hitting the floor lately? Got the snail. Snail here. The subconscious. Wings. Transformation came out like blocked. We have the snail, the subconscious, wings. That's the subconscious, and transformation. So the snails, taking your time, the sacred fragility, the subconscious. Let me find her name. The unexplored, submerging, surfacing. So these two entities are coming to light around her. Born to Cuban parents. Sensitive, magnetic, fashionable. Was raised in Europe. Her name is Anais Nin. And she was raised in New York. As an adult in Paris, she forged a fluid new literature of female consciousness. Much has been made of her erotica, but her chief artistry in the non-lurid works, Nin's fiction and her masterpiece, A Lifelong Diary, explored the fractured self, her complicated feelings for her father, psychoanalysis, love, and the adventures of all sorts. Oh, wow. Okay. She has an eye. Okay. So the wings come along with wishes, ambitions, and wandering. Taking your time doing so, exploring your subconscious mind, whatever it doesn't necessarily has to be what she understands to be in hers. Not with what I just read, but they are seer. She has that eye in her hand and she can see. She has a knowing and an understanding. And the wings represents wishes, ambitions, wandering, but taking your time while doing so. Along with that comes your transformation. Yumiko Kurashi, a badass of experimental fiction from Kuchi Prefecture, is almost entirely unknown among English speakers, influenced by Kafka and French literature. Kurashi's bizarre stories features ghosts, flying heads with masks, incest, and bestiality. Her work will completely freak you out and provoke you with its fairy tale logic and philosophical underbelly. So this card represents understanding your darker self. Taking your time while doing so. Also understanding your own subconscious mind, which comes with wishes granted after this transformation. There she goes again. With integrity, again, in the rejoicer. Money, travel, confidence, sanctuary. This comes with understanding your gifts. This comes with understanding your gifts, having a knowing. Take your time. There's no rush. I always say that. You're a wanderer. You're a wanderer. And it's okay to wander, to go through this transformation. There's no rush. Got the snail here. Yesterday I pulled the pun, which represents going inward, starting to understand the self. You'll rejoice while doing so. Don't worry. No worries. I always remind myself and say the subconscious brings conscious to life. Just as our dreams. Especially when you have that knowing and understanding of yourself and what you do bring to life. And how deep you are. And how deep you can go. Sometimes you have to just stop yourself. Subconscious falls under travel. That's a traveling card through the subconscious mind, the journey as a messenger. Sanctuary, confidence, those wings. Letting go, being a wanderer. Let yourself free. Fall. All these fell in the same row. Just as where transformation fell under the Emperor and I'm sorry card. We got the Lion card out of this deck. And I got it out of the first one too. Strength card. We got it again. Which falls, oh wow, under here, under sanctuary, I'm sorry, Emperor, I'm sorry, the Lion. They all fall in the same role. There's another one, I don't know where it is, but the Strength card in reverse. Wandering. Why is this right here? We'll have what do you need to see? Oh wow, peacocky. The peacock fell out with the lion. And that's two bold energies, but then I see the milk card, which represents like a nurturing. The peacock. I just saw it. Milk represents nourishment, parents, nostalgia. The peacock represents splendor, the divine, craving. Someone's nostalgic, someone's craving, yearning. Mastery, strength, shining. Someone's bursting through. Someone is bursting through. They're showing themselves. They're showing their gifts. And they're bold about it. But they're nourished. They show nurturing. They're nurturing. But they're not shy about it. And they're divine. The peacock represents the divine in this book, splendor. The lion represents mastery, mastering your gifts, being bold, showing strength, nourishment, love, wandering, art, empress, the subconscious. Someone is exploring their subconscious. Someone has gone within. Someone has done it. Someone has done this. They've gone deep within, and they've taken their time doing it. And now that they've taken their time doing this, they became a wanderer. Still hoping, wishes, and fulfillment. Now it's time. Now it's time to master it. It's time to be bold. It's time to show strength. Someone is divine, splendor, nourishment, parental, love. And someone's sorry. Someone's sorry. Integrity. Why say I'm sorry here? With confusion in reverse now, but narrowness upright. And now someone sees. Now that their equilibrium is all in reverse and passion is all flipped upside down. Yeah, they see. Yeah, they see. The tree is here, the root. Didn't I say this was the root to it all? It was roots growing from here. There's the tree. The root of it all. The emperor falls under this. The root to it all. Growth. Roots to it all. That's why they're sorry. Someone is sorry. They can't get away from the root. There it is. This is the card I was looking for. When I said I had the lion out here twice. Someone can't get away from the root of it all. The strength card is out here a lot. A lot. Someone can't get away from the root of it all. There's a tree here. They're rooted. I'm sorry, defenselessness, right in past one. Uprooting. You got to uproot it. Uprooting. You have to uproot a lot of things. Because trees are firm. They're firm. The glove. And the braid. The glove and the braid. Why are they sorry? The glove. Money. Money. Money card out here twice. The glove represents money, status, complacency. Let's see. The tree. The braid. Identity, survival, the opinions of others. The tree represents wisdom, good roots, connection. Someone is sorry because they're realizing the connection, the root, the uprooting of what has been done, money, status, what people saying matters or mattered to this person. Got the money card again. It was at the beginning of the reading. Somebody's sorry an emperor looked like behind status, what people think, what people have to say. The tree was the first one to come out, which represents wisdom, good roots, and connection. Someone ruined that. Behind status. Complacency and money. For sure. Beginning of the reading, end of the reading. So it's definitely behind money. Something was uprooted, broken down. This person is on bended knee, on tree roots, begging for forgiveness. Behind identity, survival, and opinion of others, but now they need to master some things and be strong because they also need nourishment. But somebody's subconscious understood it all. They really did. This person understands as above, so below. They understand. She's writing. She understands those dreams, how to interpret them. She understands that. Yeah. They probably didn't move fast enough. For some, the snail is here. Anything else I need to see? The book, perspective, and we got devotion again. The book, hope, revelation, ignorance. Revelations, hope and revelations, devotion. The book represents hope, revelations, devotion. Devotion is a commitment to a higher source. This book, perspective, Stein. Influenced by radical painters, the supported Stein set out to create cubism in writing. She stripped her poems of narrative and logic, playing instead with spatial relationships and process. She shared her life with her romantic partner and secretary. So it's your perspective. It's about perspective. On this book, Revelations, what's revealed, what devotion is, it's all in your own perspective, or who's looking at it from what point of view. And everyone has a perspective, just like everyone has an opinion. Some may say you're too religious. Some may say you're too spiritual. Some may say you're not spiritual enough. That's a perspective on someone's devotion as far as revelation and devoting themselves to this book. And they won't be moved. They're rooted. They're grounded. It looks like it's some I'm sorry's behind that. Do you have anything else to read? The cauldron. Yeah. Cauldron. Creativity. The rich broth. Surprising yourself. Someone won't be uprooted. Creativity. We have art here as well. Someone won't be uprooted. Their devotion is strong. Their beliefs are strong. They also understand that everyone has their own perspective on things. Maybe that's why it's an I'm sorry here. Someone could have been judged by some things. That could be a possibility too, what I'm looking at. Someone could have been judged by some things. The soul. Yeah, they could have been judged by some things. The knife came out. This is backstabbing. They could have been judged because she's holding the black cat. Black cats are what people consider, oh, they're bad luck. No, she likes the black cat. The black cat may bring her good luck. So she's being judged just because of her own perspectives. So this is what someone has done. Stop them. Stop this person. Now someone's sorry. All because of status, greed, perspectives. The dark. The dark. Yeah. The dark. So this person had suicidal attempts. She was a stay-at-home mom. She was increasingly brilliant. She had a mental issue. She was obsessed with death. She put her own head in the oven. So she was dark. Someone's dark. Someone seems to have a perspective that wants their perspective to be others, and it really doesn't matter because everyone has their own. The body. Fellow narrowness. Why is Sandra Cisneros here? The body. Sandra. She vowed to never marry and always have a house of her own. Her famous book, The House on Mango Street. She was a school teacher as well. Her thing was to care for her body and to never marry. So that's what represents the womb and the sacral here. Spiderweb. Someone's tried to have someone trapped. Someone's tried to have someone trapped in the spiderweb. Spiderweb flipped upside down. It's in reverse and it's on top of I'm sorry. And someone lives in a fantasy. Yeah. They're living in a fantasy world. They're trying to trap, someone has been trying to trap someone in spider, like a web, where they can't get out. Yeah. Something to do with someone's body and their sacral chakra. Fantasy. Someone's over fantasizing too. They're over fantasizing and they're dark. This woman is over this house. Ants and termites moving all around it. Someone's in a fantasy and they're dark. Very dark. Very dark. The body. What do we have for the body? And I said what we have for the body. The doll. Someone's been playing with someone's body. They have. And they're dark. And what fell on top of the dark card, bravery fell on top of her. Someone's got to be brave. Someone has to be brave to speak out on some things that was done, maybe with some little dolls in somebody's body by a very dark person that backstabbed them in the back and could have been caught up in some type of magic. Bravery. Someone's speaking out about this illusion. Toads fell on top of I'm sorry and next to the doll. The toad. Someone's going to be brave and speak out about these things that's going on. Toad. Humor. The grotesque. And it can also represent joy. But it's so funny where it fell. I'm sorry. Humor, grotesque. Someone has done something to somebody and it fell with the braid too. Somebody did something to somebody that could have been very grotesque to their body and the doll. Toad. I've never had this many cards speaking before. Loss. Mary Shelley. This represents death. Why is loss here? Why would it be here under the toad or in bravery and the doll? Someone's been living in a fantasy illusion. Chickens. Yep. There we go. That a doll. Makes sense. There's the doll. There's the toad. There's the chicken. And there's the story. And we have loss in body. And somebody's sorry for the things that they have done to bring this type of harm, damage, neglect, negligence on someone. That could have been a humanitarian. That could have been a peaceful person. This person was humanity. Rebellion. She's holding the bird too. You have humanitarian here and rebellion here. These are two different energies. Why is that a story to tell? Why is humanity here and rebellion? What is it trying to show me? Belonging. Story. Belonging. The noose in reverse. And it came out like this. The noose. This person is rebellion. They won't be hung. This rebellious woman, Farouk, she won't be hung. You will not hang her. This came out in reverse. You will not. Just behind someone wanting to belong? No. No. Not behind belonging. Why is it here? Wildflower. She's a wildflower, but also a hedgehog. Can be a little prickly, but they're not out. They're not out. But justice is here. Someone was a wildflower. Hedgehog in reverse. They meant no harm. Can be a little prickly, but they're in reverse. They brought no harm. The noose is in reverse. But before that, you had somebody playing with someone's body. Probably wishing death. You have loss here. But someone seems to be very rooted, very focused, and understand that there was darkness here. They were judged. Ooh. On perspectives. You have the chicken here, the toad here, the doll here, fantasy here. Started out with this spider web, cauldron, and the knife. Someone was backstabbed. Someone was really hurt. Someone's sorry. A praying mantis. She tends to, she bites off the head of her mate when she's done with them. Or maybe that's what somebody tried to do to her. They're sorry now. Because maybe they understand now what the praying mantis can do. Mushroom. Mushroom, quiet growth, the hidden peace. The praying mantises, they bring wit, but they can also bring manipulation and fun. Quiet growth. They're witty. This is a witty person because it falls next to the mushroom. But they can. They can be deadly. Apple and the teacup. The apple. The senses, hunger, sex. Under the praying mantis. I just said when she's done with you, the female, that's sexual. She's done with you. This person is peaceful. It's a peaceful person here. All four of these cards are peaceful. So let's see what the teacup brings. Ease, rest, or it can bring a small mind. But with it falling under the mushroom, it brings peace. This is a peaceful person. Somebody went all out their way to stick a knife. They probably were, and no telling what. This can go multiple ways. That's why they're sorry. Going back to the reading. That's why they're sorry. To me, the glove can also represent hiding something. Endurance is here. Someone had to have endurance because, like I said, the glove can also represent to me with someone hiding something. Not seeing the fingerprints. Not seeing the evidence. The rabbit. Endurance and the rabbit. The rabbit had to have endurance. I said this was a peaceful person. Apple represents peace. The teacup, the mushrooms, the praying mantis. The rabbit came out with endurance. The rabbit is peaceful. The rabbit is a peaceful animal. They're not volatile. So it didn't take a knife. It didn't take a cauldron. It didn't take the gloves. It didn't take all the poisonings for you to have to come back with an I'm sorry. It didn't take all that. How much can a little rabbit really do? But I've seen the lion out here a couple times, which is, rabbits don't run with those. They'll eat them. Community. Rabbits don't run with things like that. They'll eat them. The community. Let's see what the community says. She's got a black cat as well. Community. Mystical. Let's see. Taking care of each other. Safety nets. Exile. She has Cherokee ancestry, identifies most of the Laguna Pueblo culture, holds beliefs of the universe interconnectedness. Silco's work explores the tensions between the Southwest's diverse communities, and methods of healing. Her breakout novel, Ceremony, about a young half Pueblo, half white man trying to recover from his service in the World War II, attracted a major spotlight to Native American culture. So she's all about the community and loving each other, which is what I just said. The rabbit came out right before her with all the loving. This was a peaceful person, but they endured. They had endurance. Well, I guess. The house. The community and the house. How I run it. The community and the house. Made me pull my hat down. The house. Well, speak to me, card. Speak to me. Stability, stagnation, family. This person, this personality type, this had to do with the home. They had to endure some things. It was a lot of manipulation. Spider webs. Fantasy. It definitely had to do with the house. Look at this lady hands over this house. Somebody had hold of the house. They had their hands all up in it. What else we got? There we go again. Pun, going inward. Somebody knows they went inward. Somebody had their hands all over This house. Magic. 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 Loss. When someone went inward, someone went inward. And when they went inward, they realized a whole lot of things about a community and what the soul represents, and discernment and bravery. To understand all these dark energies really do exist. Someone had to go inward. Yeah. Someone had to go inward. It was definitely behind the house. It's too many houses. Someone had to be brave. Someone had to be brave. Power is here. Someone had to be brave. Power. Owning power, seizing power, the powers at play. Yeah, it was a lot of powers at play about this house. But someone had to be brave and they had to step up and own their power. Yep, skull is here. The moon is here. Death, again, skulls, death, secrets. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Someone wanted somebody dead. Oh, and I don't know if you're supposed to say that on YouTube. Somebody wanted somebody out. Skull and moon. There was secrets behind a lot. More than a house. More than a house. Somebody had to take their power back behind their future and trickery. Somebody had to take their power back behind their future and some trickery. And didn't I say it was some trickery? It was some trickery. It was a lot of trickery. The moon card is here twice too. And I don't know where this card just popped back up from, but it just popped back up out of all these other cards on the top. There's a lot of trickery going on. Someone had to realize their power. Once they realized their power, took their power back, understood their power, future. It's trickery done. Yeah, it was trickery done. Behind love. Power, love, and the eye. The beloved, desire, taking flight. Taking flight. Seeking answers, seeing clearly, paying attention. Someone had to take their power back, take their future back behind all these death type spells, moon magic, playing with dolls, fantasy land, fantasy. There's just too much going on. Someone saw it. They did this to a peaceful person, and it was behind love. They could have been doing love, magic, all that kind of stuff. It's spider webs here, all kinds of stuff. Somebody realized it. Somebody definitely realized what was being done to them. They knew. They knew. They started realizing what was being done and what extent people would go to. They did. They took their power back, though. They understand, definitely, what the situation was about. But now, look what's in here. Somebody's sorry. Oh, they are sorry. But you can't take it back. The damage has been done. The damage has been done. The eel. Somebody was shocked. Somebody was shocked. The black cat is here. That represents intuition. Somebody knew. Somebody knew. They were shocked, but they knew. Behind all this aggression, they knew. The boar represents aggressive, violent, volatile. Someone knew. Fate is here. Healing is here. And identity is here. Someone knew. Someone's identity they've always known. They're well aware of their identity. This is a healing card, and it's fate and it's destiny that is here. It is time for things to be revealed. It's time for everything, all the unknown, and it's time for it to be known. Elixir. It's about, everything is about to be known. It's about to come out. It's about to come out. Elixir is here. Whatever was in that medicine and tried to be hidden, it's about to be found out. And there it goes. It's coming to a head. It's about to be found out. There's the volcano. And they still gonna be saying, I'm sorry. When the whole time, somebody should have had some integrity. And use your creativity in a half-decent way. Be decent about it. I don't understand some things, and I guess I never will. High Priestess. It's coming out. The elixir is here. Fate is here. Healing is here. Identity is here. The shock is here. The intuition is here. Somebody did this to the wrong person. Somebody did some bad things. Some really. What I just read in this reading from this deck, well, I've done 3 different decks to guide me on where I was going with this reading. This one told all. But it usually does. And that's... let's see. Okay. Let's see what we got from the realistic. Let's see what we got. We break the monotony. Break some of this darkness. Break some of this energy at least. We've seen enough. We've seen enough. What do we have to look forward to? What do we have to look forward to? something positive, please. Please, Spirit. Something positive. Please, please, please. One card, please. Awaken. Yes, you're awakened. You're definitely awakened. Number 20. And you've been in solitude while awakening. But that's why you're awakened. You've been in solitude. It keeps you well aware of what's going on. It's a lot of green around you. Yellow, there's growth. Focus. You're going to explore. It's another travel card. You're going to explore. Be of service. And momentum. So you're awakened. You're in solitude, have been in solitude, still in solitude, but you're definitely awakened. You have 3 light bulbs over your head. And you've gone from the meditating phase or praying phase to the solitude of understanding your awakening. Now it's time to travel and explore these awakenings and knowings. While traveling and exploring, you'll be of service while doing that. You will. You'll be of service. Community. Number 24, you'll be of service. And you'll keep that momentum. You'll keep that momentum. I see sneaky, sneaky in reverse. Somebody's been caught. Individuality. Somebody's been caught. No more sneaky, sneaky. You know. It's no. Can't be sneaky no more. Body work in reverse. And look, can't be sneaky no more. That somebody has an attachment. Body work in reverse and attachment. Someone has an attachment. Sleepless and all is fair. Sleepless in reverse and all is fair. Because all will be fair. All will be fair. Keep going. Keep going. Be of service. You'll keep manifesting. You'll keep that momentum. The light is green. There's a lot of green in these cards. You'll keep going. You'll keep going. Someone's in grief. That's not your problem. Community is here. And a soulmate is here. Someone's in grief because of this. That's not your problem. This soulmate is a marriage card. So after that, you may have your reception. Community is there. Or someone could be celebrating your endeavors, your possibilities, your career, your exploring, your being of service, your momentum, you're going places, you're doing things in the community. Because now all is fair. There's a judge here. You're going places. Celebrating you. I just noticed that. There it goes. Celebrating you. Community. You got a release ritual here. Individuality in reverse. And it fell down here on these cards. You have an attachment. You need to release something, someone. Maybe it's this type of individual that has no individuality, that is trying to connect with you, that is sleepless. Seriously. That is all of this. And needs shadow work. You may need to do a release ritual. Celebrate you. Celebrate you. Manifest. Celebrate you. Now all is fair. The community is here to celebrate you. Your soulmate is here to celebrate you. They love the fact that you're awakened. They like that you go in solitude. They like that you know how to manifest. They like your momentum too. Yeah. And they chose love. And they chose to love you. In their shoes is in reverse. Love finder. Somebody likes you. They probably manifested you. Fresh start. Sexy time. Make a wish. Choose love. Manifest. Sexy time. Make a wish. Soulmate. Solitude. Be of service. Momentum. And all is fair. There you go. It's coming. Here we go. Choose love. You may have a partner coming. Make a wish. Got a soulmate here. Y'all gonna explore. They're gonna like that you kind of nerdy and dorky too. They're gonna like it. They're gonna like it. They're gonna think that's when you're your most sexiest. I don't know why I said that, but this card is here. But this person is gonna like seeing you like this. Yeah. Love finder, find love. This card popped up. Indulge. That one flipped over. Indulge. I see wrists. Undressed in reverse. Follow your spark. Choose love. Follow your spark. The rest did pop out. We're done. Marathon. Finish line. Get you some rest. You're done. You're at the finish line. There's love finder here. Someone's found love, or love has found you. Someone has manifested you too. Momentum. Solitude. They could have been in solitude. You could have both been in solitude. Someone wants some sexy time with you. Be of service. Make a wish. Number 11, 29. Soulmate, 25. You're going to explore together. Someone is awakened. The community will be involved. You'll have some rest. Solitude, manifest, finish. You're done. Your love is here. Love finder. But as for this one, all is fair. Undressed in reverse. Someone is sleepless. Someone has no individuality. You don't want to be in their shoes. Perform a release ritual. There's an attachment here. Body work in reverse. What? I enjoyed the reading. Oh, look, the little I'm sorry card still sitting up here. I'm sorry. Well, accept their apology. It won't hurt to accept their apology. Forgive. Always forgive. And that's about it, I guess. I'm going to see what we got in here. I hadn't used them. Oh, happy Valentine's Day. It was a little late for that one, huh? Well, happy Love Day. Love is love. Happy Valentine's Day. I think I used them all. That's up. Let's make the best of it. These I didn't use. I don't want those no more. So I'm going to throw them out here. What we got? You're so sweet. You're so sweet. At least try to be. I try. I'm sweet when I want to sometimes. It's hot. Have a good night. Have a blessed night. I will talk to you guys tomorrow. I'm going to upload this video. I wish everyone well. Excuse me and my little gut hanging out at the table. All is well. And good night, you guys. Have a blessed night.